Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Brookwood. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC. We're ready to bring you tonight's Scenic Bluffs Conference volleyball matchup between the host Brookwood Falcons and the away team tonight is going to be the Cashton Eagles. Joining me once again, Ashton Milsna, here, a third grader from Brookwood Elementary. Ashton, I have to tell you, I have been looking forward to this night for the past 2.5 weeks since we first worked together.
That was really fun the first night we did it.
What did you think about all that?
It was really fun.
Yeah, and you didn't seem the least bit nervous. You were telling us things are going on and how you your plans down the road here to be an announcer, whether it's radio, TV. You got the looks for TV. You can do TV, buddy.
Thank you.
So, yeah, don't waste yourself on radio, okay? But we saw a Brookwood team, a young team, especially from the JV side of things here, which you're going to help me with once again. And then we'll move into the varsity match with Mr. Evenson coming on board. But, you know, what we saw was a team that, you know, at first they kind of were trying to find out where they were and who they were. But after that, they started playing pretty well, didn't they?
Yep.
What was one thing that stood out to you that night 2.5 weeks ago when it comes to volleyball and calling the plays and stuff?
Not that much.
Not that much? Was it kind of a fast-paced game? That was, yeah. And we saw some power plays, didn't we? Because there are a lot of spikes going on in that one. They call it a lot of kills. That's what they call it. Kind of seems weird they call it kills, but that's part of that's the name of the game, and it's been that way for years and years. So when we look at this, and right now Cashton is out here warming up and stuff. Do you have any cousins out here playing for Cashton tonight?
Nope, but there's one in junior high.
Oh, there is one in junior high. Okay. So somewhere along the way, we'll have to kind of keep an eye. We might be doing something like that. What happens if we have to do some of this next year? Will that be okay? You know, I got to thinking there's going to be a Brookwood Cashton doubleheader baseball game. I'll bet we could do that, couldn't we? That could be a dandy one. You can call the balls and strikes. I knew you'd look forward to something like that. That'll be a blast. Well, we're about 5 seconds away or so here from the start of tonight's JV matchup. There's the buzzer. What were you most excited about in coming here and doing this again with me?
Hanging out with you.
Hanging out with me? Well, that is the perfect answer. Let me tell you. You got an A in guidance already, but you knew that. No. Oh, that's funny. Well, the one thing is that I really did enjoy it. You have watched the Badgers. We talked about that last time. They're still ranked number 1 in the nation, even though they've had to sit back a little bit because of some COVID issues. But I heard they kind of beat the Dickens out of Minnesota the other day. Yeah, 3-1.
Wow.
They lost a close one, but the 3 that they won, they crunched them.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I remember you saying how you enjoyed watching them play, because that has to be awesome. Now that is power volleyball, isn't it? Would you be brave enough to stand in front of a ball that's being hit? No. I don't think I would either. Yeah. I see how fast this speed goes with high school girls and how hard they hit the ball. I can't even begin to imagine somebody in college. My goodness, that'd be crazy.
Yep.
So, well, let's take a look here at game number 1. And by the way, we're going to have some shout outs. You got to help me remember. We're going to do some shout outs to Mrs. Autumn's parents. They live in Elroy. We're going to, in between the first and second game, we're going to give a shout out to them. And Danica Lee's grandparents live out there in Douglaston. I hope I'm saying it right, or Douglastown. Yeah, Douglaston. out there in the New York area.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't
And
it because Mrs. Lee's from New York?
yeah, that's right. So we're going to, we got to remember, I'm going to put that right there on the bleacher for us. And we're going to give them a shout out a little bit later. Well, here we go, Ashton. Ashton Milsna joining me tonight here. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions. It's game number 1 on the JV side. Taking a look here, the Eagles with the opening serve. They have the ball coming back and forth a couple of times. Now back on the attack. There's a big hit. That was Sanders for the Eagles. Coming right back. Nice bump here by the Falcons on the pass, trying to get it forward, but a little bit out of the reach here of number 14 and Mackenzie Schleifer. So it's 1-0, Ashton. Whoa, that was a deep hit, but you know what? They had to go after it. Too close to call. There's Schleifer. Just couldn't get enough on that one. That was a nice attempt, though, to get to the ball, wasn't it?
Yep.
So we take a look here. It's now 2-0. And that ball is hit into the net.
You're wrong, Mr. Manning. It's 2-1.
Ah, you're right. I misspoke. That's the rally scoring for you, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Rally scoring gives you an opportunity to score no matter what. As soon as a whistle blows, most likely 98% of the time, it's going to be somebody scoring. There's a miss hit. That ball came right on top of Schleifer. And I tell you what, McKenzie stood in there pretty well, but that was a hard hit coming off the hands of number 11 here in Paige Olson. Here's Hansen with the hit, trying to pass the ball forward. It gets over here next to the referee on the floor and out of bounds. Dropping back, Sanders to serve once again.
I don't think it was out of bounds, Mr. Manning.
Was it? It was it was like hit on that railing, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Here's a hard shot, that one by Lukashevsky, but it's into the net. Brookwood,
4-2.
and that puts them down by a couple. Okay. Who's this dropping back here to serve? This was that Kimberly?
Yep. Kimber Kaiser.
Kimber.
Kaiser.
I always want to say Kimberly. I got to remember just Kimber. Oh, there's a big time hit by Paige Olsen. That went sailing out of bounds deep. So Kaiser will look to serve again as the Falcons trail by 1. We see a lot of this overhead serving, don't we?
Uh-huh.
There's a nice play by Hansen. Wow, Skylar Hansen reached out and was able to keep that in play, and then coming right back, the Eagles and Paige Olsen getting the shot. That was a well-placed hit.
5-3 now, Cashton.
Okay, Cashton coming back with the serve. That one comes over to Schleifer. Boy, that almost looked like it had a little bit of a knuckleball or something to it, didn't it? I know you'd understand the knuckleball term with baseball. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do a couple of those, that double header. That'll be fun.
Is it in Cashton?
It is, Brookwood is hosting. So it'll probably be in Wilton, I suppose, right?
Yep.
Okay. We'll find out more as that gets closer.
Because I live near Cashton.
You live near Cashton? Oh, you're going to have to travel like me then. Here's Schleifer with the serve now. And, just not quite enough to get it over the net. That was so close. Just caught the top of the net and rolled back on the Falcon side. So the Eagles, Ashton, with the lead at what?
8-4.
All right.
Now 8-5.
8-5. We do have the picture-in-picture in the upper left corner of the screen for those folks watching on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed tonight's matchup, both JV and the varsity to start. Here around 7:30 or so. Hard hit. That's got too much muscle on it by Paige Olsen. Brookwood coming back now. Good try there by Hansen. the ball was kind of floating back over, and she had the right idea. You want to go on the attack with it, but unfortunately the ball got between her and the netting. That ball is served out. Okay, good call there. You had good eyes on that one. I got screened off. If I was the official, I'd have to put my hand in front of my eyes and say, that's the signal that you use when you get screened off from a play.
Really?
Here comes Brookwood trying to battle back. Tenor with a hard hit. Back it comes. Oh, what a play there. Yeah, nice play by Sanders.
And Tenor.
And Tenor again. Here's a bump by Schlafer. Oh, just out of the reach of Tenor.
She's going to do it 3 times.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. Kept the ball alive. That third time was the charm for the Eagles, though. And it's 10 serving 7. Pretty good serve. Ooh, that ricochets off the arm of Kaufman. Coming our way. And we're going to get a timeout here on the floor. And with that timeout, what do we have for that score here, Ashton?
11-7 Cashton.
We'll take a little break ourselves. We'll come right back, ready for more here from Brookwood High School. I said all along I was going to get Jessa on camera. There she is. Hi, Jessa. Wave to everybody. There we are. Yep, Jessa's a second grader. So I promised her that we'd get her on film. Well, Ashton, here we are with the timeout. The Eagles continue to serve, and that would have been 4 hits if it would have been touched again. So Cashton kind of extending their lead a little bit here now.
Oh, don't do it. I knew that one was going to go out of bounds.
It looked kind of odd, didn't it? Well, let's take a look here now as Tenor steps in to serve. She steps forward. Oh, a nice line drive serve. Picked up by Sanders. Sanders again with the hit.
Go
out on the far side. And it's going to be 9 serving 12 here. Tenor trying to keep things alive. Cashton with a pretty good squad here tonight. Oh, great try there. Nice spike by Sanders. And Skylar Hansen went up for the block. She was there, Ashton, but it just caught the net on the Brookwood side. Here's Tenor back set, punching the ball over. That was a nice play by Kaiser. Another play at the net. Sanders trying to reset. Oh, they're going to call it illegal hit here on number 8 in Maddie Schendel. Schendel, that kind of did one of those 2-hit kind of things. It kind of stopped in her hand and then picked up again. There's the serve. That is into the net. Emmy Sanders back to serve. Tenor with the pass forward. Nice job by Schlafer. The Eagles coming right back. That's a big hit by Olsen, but it goes into the net. It looked like the Falcons were dropping back on the defense that time, Ashton, ready to try and pick up on the hard spike. That ball hit into the net by is that Kaiser? It was Kaiser.
No, that was, yeah, that's Kaiser.
15, number 15, yep. Passing the ball forward. Oh, that's going to be illegal hit. Off from Tenor, trying to pop that one over. again, it was a good try here. Now Kaiser with the pass. That's going to be a 2-hit violation off the arm of Candace Small. Continuing with the service, Schendel. And wow, Paige Olson saw an opening in that back row, and she was able to place the ball over there for the point. I suppose we could say for the kill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good little bump there by Hansen. Got to get it over the net. Free hit by Tenor. Here comes a shot. Just got it over by the Eagles and Olsen. They'll readjust once again. There's a potential block off on the smash. That was number 5 in Sydney Hogeson. She'll get the point.
It is 1911 Cashton.
Okay. And do you remember how far, what the point total is we go to?
25.
25, that's right.
You have to win by 2.
And you got to win by 2. That's excellent. Illegal hit here on the Eagles. You know your rules. That's good. But I knew that all along. Schlafer with the serve. That goes into the net. Mom and the kids, the Schlafer family over in the far corner watching. There's Hansen. That ball goes into the stands.
By Schlafer's parent.
It was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe the little one was going to try and pass it over. Or maybe Mitch would. Mitchell's over there. Here's the serve to Tenor on the pass. Kaiser got to get it over. Nice job in there by the Falcons. Here comes the Eagles right back, trying to keep them off balance a little bit. And it's going to be into the net off from Tenor's hit. And we're going to get another timeout here. This time, the timeout once again coming from the Falcons. All right, what do we got for a score here?
22-12 Cashton.
We'll take that break as Cashton holds on to a 10-point lead. We'll be right back. Well, back we come. We were just talking here. Ashton and I were just chatting in between during the timeout here about his name, and I told him, the first time I was thinking when I saw you on the roster, I thought to myself, that rhymes with Cashton. I really did, and Ashton just told me that. And so, not that we want to give him a hard time because he'll tease me right back. So, my best bet is not to even start. Here we go with the serve. That was coming by Small. The Eagles with the ball. They get it over the net. Nice job by Tenor. Cashton setting the ball up off the top of the net, and it will be returned out of bounds. Nice effort there by Schlafer. She went down low, got under the ball and popped it up, but unfortunately it caught the antenna, and if it hits the antenna, it's considered out of bounds. Here's the serve. That one was by Hunt, and the return is going to be on the ground by Small. Well, what are we sitting at now?
24-13 Cashton.
Uh-oh, that means game point.
I was just about to say that, Mr. Mayor.
Took the words right out of your mouth. I got to let you do your job. Well, we just saw a point.
Cashton has won.
We saw the point there scored. I think that was Sanders getting the touch hit, and the ball goes down on the Falcons' side for the win. So. that shout out now?
Mhm.
Do you want to do the shout out for us?
No, not really.
No?
Uh-uh.
You know, you can tell those names there, right?
Carol and
Kirby.
Kirby
Yep.
in Elroy,
Yeah.
and John and Pat in
Douglaston, New York.
Douglaston, New York.
Yes, and of course that's Mrs.
Lee's.
Mrs. Lee. It's her parents out there watching today. We appreciate them tuning us in on the YouTube channel here with the Brookwood School District, and of course Mrs. Autumn. We get you. There's Mrs. Autumn on the outside of the huddle for the Falcons there, and Carol and Kirby. That's her parents.
Mhm.
So that's pretty cool that they're watching.
Mhm.
Want to make sure that the kids are doing the right thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Kind of hard to believe that we could say Mrs. Autumn is a kid, right? But she is.
Mhm.
She's somebody's kid.
So aren't you?
I am.
And you're
Yep.
64 years old.
And I'm 64 and I'm still somebody's kid. That's scary. Oh. See, I told you I couldn't keep up with you teasing. You're just going to give it right back to me, right? So I don't even start. I just say, okay, let's move on. Well, we got about 45 seconds here. Brookwood is ready to come back out. Ashton, because of the COVID and everything, the teams do not change courts anymore, at least for this year. Now, next year they might go back to it. But kind of an advantage. They can stay on the same court and kind of pick up on what they are used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've seen Brookwood always plays on this side, don't they, when they start?
Mm-hmm.
This is considered the home court side.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just like basketball.
Just like basketball. Okay. See, I haven't had a chance to do a basketball game yet.
Not even last year?
Not even last year, no. Every time there was something going on,
Maybe next year.
maybe next year.
Me and you.
There we go. Got to make a plan for that. We'll get about a half a dozen things in the course of the year.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
I'm sure we'll get that done. Well, here we go with game number 2. And again, the shout out to the folks watching. We really do appreciate that so much. Hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. There's a hit that's going to be down on the floor just off the fingertips of Small as she was reaching for that, trying to get the ball over the net, but pretty tough angle, to be honest with you. Here's the serve, that coming off from the hit of Courtney Peterson. Now Peterson with the return, passes the ball forward. There's Emma Lease with the big hit, and it's going to go in right at the back line.
My eyes must have been off there.
That was pretty close, wasn't it?
I thought it was in. I mean, out.
Out, yeah. That, it ricochets off the arm of Kaufman.
I think it got the side of her, wrist. Right
Yes,
here.
it did, didn't it? My wife says, my wife says that you and I should have hung out this weekend. We could have practiced and stuff. Because I was doing my grandson's basketball games, did a couple of those. Here's a serve. And so we're up to about 22 people watching now, she said. And they're all cheering for Ashton.
Not Mr. Manning?
They know when a star is born, right? Yeah. There's a hard hit by Hunt that goes into the net.
It is 5-1 Eagles.
Thank you. So the Falcons and Danica Lee will drop back to serve. First time we've seen Danica in the JV action. She will play some varsity tonight, too. Getting some playing time on both teams. That's always a good idea. Her return off to the near side here, out of bounds. Winds up, going into the stands here with the Eagles. Now Emma Lease will serve. That one comes down to Lee. Tenor with the set. Good hit by Schlafer. And a free hit back by Areola for the Eagles. Now trying to play it off the net. Oh, nice try here by Sandra Areola. But that's always a tough play coming off the net, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You never know which kind of angle it's going to go. You'd love to see it come off back towards you kind of clean, but it didn't in that case.
It's like another knuckleball.
Here is Tenor. Oh, they're going to get her for a 2-hit violation on that one. And the reason that one was called a violation was because she literally did steer the ball in that direction. So here's the serve by the Eagles. Nice reaction there on a change of direction by Tenor. And the hit is going to score the point. That was Kaufman, I believe, in Tiana hitting the ball cross court.
Abby, number 11, I think it was, showed off some soccer skills.
Okay.
Actually, it's 12.
12, okay. 12 is small for us, for Brookwood?
No, for Cashton.
Oh, for Cashton there.
When she was going to guard against the ball, she hit it, and it acted like a soccer pass.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was Grace Lease over there, yeah. Here's Lee on the pass, so the bump forward. And Schlafer tried to bump the ball, set the ball back up for a back row spike, and that was considered a 2-hit violation. Well, Cashton sneaking out in front here on us here, Ashton.
Oh, no.
That serve goes out of bounds. Well, we'll keep an eye out and see if my wife gives us any other info along the way. Nice serve there by Small. Here's Peterson on the hit right in the middle of the court. She'll pick up the point. The defense for the Falcons kind of round more on the perimeter, and they left the middle wide open. Here's the serve, and we're going to get a overlap. It's considered an overlap situation. The referee down here on the floor says that somebody was not in the proper lineup position. Oh, now they're saying it was right. He apologizes. And they're going to do a replay. So this is one where when you hear the whistle, a point is not scored. Instead, it's going to be a replay. Oh, that ricocheted off the left arm of Small, and Cashton will pick up another point. Cashton picked up the win in game one by a score of
25-13.
All right. And they lead this game
11-4 by 7 points.
By 7, all right. Hard hit. Oh, too much on that one. That one coming off from the swing of Abby Cast.
11-5.
We're going to get a substitution coming in for Grace Lease is going to be Areola. So Sandra back into the game for the Eagles. Kaufman to serve here. There's Emma Lease. She just pushes the ball over to the far side, and it drops inside that, about a foot or so on the far sideline for the point. Cast drops back to serve now. That serve goes into the net, and they'll exchange points.
12-6, Cashton by 6 points.
All right. That was Lisa on the pass. Free hit coming back over by number 13 here, and Lily Gronimus. And a huge play at the net. And Lee was there for the Falcons, but somebody was into the net here for the Eagles. I didn't see the number.
How dare them.
They snuck a little too close to the net, didn't they? Here's Tenor now with the serve. And with a fist bump, back over was Peterson. Here's Lee. She tips the ball back over and off from Peterson's hands and drops down onto the floor. Lee with a little change of pace there. I thought for a second there that Courtney Peterson was going to make a nice play. She had their hands up and just got a piece of it. Here's Gronimus with the setup. Big smash by Peterson. Courtney Peterson, not a very tall young lady, but boy, she got up in the air and got the big spike.
A lot of short people can jump high.
They can, can't they? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Peterson drops back to serve. And here's the serve. Off from the hand of Kaufman. Courtney continuing to serve here. Down to Skylar Hansen. She came up quickly, but when she was able to reach to the ball, it actually went sailing underneath. Another high serve, that one coming down to Kaufman. On the pass, Tenor, nope, too much flat hand on that attempted setup. Doubling up now on the Falcons, the Eagles are. And they just added another point. And here comes a timeout. Well, we'll take a timeout here, Ashton. What do we got for a score right now?
17-8 Cashton.
And we'll take that break. Well, back we come here as we get our equipment adjusted. You never know about this stuff once in a while. We're going to get an illegal hit here on Hunt for the Eagles, and that goes back to the Falcons. So they're going to try to get something going here now, Ashton.
Down by 8 points.
Okay. There's the return. Oh, a nice job. Yeah, illegal hit by Hansen.
I think there's been a lot of those this round.
Well, what they're doing, what's happening is they're kind of catching the ball too much with the flat of their hand. And the ball stops for just a second, and it can't stop. And if the officials feel that it stops, then it's considered an illegal hit. There's Lee. And, of course, that was a good one because it came off her fingertips. Here's Hunt. Now, that was a hard hit with a smash. I've seen Hunt do that quite a bit. Teagan is a very powerful hitter for the Eagles. Here's Emma Lease. That one coming off Kaiser. Lee on a nice pass. Free hit back over. That was good.
Very good.
Taylor Freed picking up the point.
19-10 Cashton.
All right. Kaiser looking to serve. Trying to keep the point total moving in favor of the Falcons here on their home court.
And it will.
And it did on that one, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That was Grace Lease with the hit. Into the net, top third of it.
8-point game, not an 18-point game.
Okay. There's Hunt with a nice play. Back to the far side. Oh, a one-handed swing.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds it goes by Emma Lease. That was a great effort. On the serve, Kaiser. Cashton with Lease. She'll score the point. Grace Lease getting up in the air and using the left hand for the smash. That might have fooled people because you see more big hits from the right hand than you do a left hand. Here's a play now.
Oh.
Just got it over and out of bounds.
Mr. Eventon's here.
He's here. Oh, there he is. He might be singing the national anthem for us tonight. I'm not sure. There's the ball hit into the net by Lee.
He's a really good singer.
He is, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Danica Lee will sing. She will sing the national anthem too once in a while. There, the ball is served by Hunt into the net.
She's another really good singer.
Yes. And she's only a sophomore.
I thought she was a freshman.
Yeah, she's a sophomore now. We didn't, they put that on. Yep. Right there she is, see?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that one was hit into the net.
23-13 Cashton.
Oh, boy, that means they're getting close to game point. Gronimus with the serve. Here is Tenor with the hit. Just out of the reach of Abby Cast. Cast saw Tenor kind of line up and going to hit on this side, and she made a good try to get there, but was about a step too late. There's an ace for Skylar Hansen. They make a quick adjustment here on the offensive side of the line. Here's a good save by Cast on the serve. They'll reset the ball, and nope, it's going to be an illegal hit. 2-hit violation there by Mackenzie.
9-point game.
All right.
And game point.
And yes, very good. I didn't see that.
I did.
I'm glad you got the watchful eyes. Uh-oh, another illegal hit. And that'll take care of this game number 2.
25-15.
25-15. Well, they're coming pretty close. So we got a couple points better after game number 1. It was 25-13. Well, let's take a little break here, and because we get 3 minutes in between, so that's kind of nice. Well, you know what? We have 25 people watching, and 25 is your score that you need to get in order to win the game.
Unless you're not up by 2 points.
Unless you're not up by 2, then you got to win by 2. So it could be 26 or 27.
Or 28,
or yeah.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
You're way too smart for me. All right, we'll take a break and be right back. Well, here we go with game number 3. And my wife told me that, just so you know, Ashton, she said, sound is still on. They could hear us talking. That's called behind the scenes talking. We're okay if we don't say anything wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You didn't chew me out, so that must have been okay.
Yeah.
Not yet. There's a point, and the Falcons will pick up point number 1 and take the early lead here in game number 3. Cashton has won this series, you could say, by picking up a win in the first 2 games. There's the pass by Cast back to the netting, and then
That rhymed.
Eagles couldn't play it off the net, could they?
That rhymed.
It did, didn't it?
Pass, cast.
I wasn't even trying. There's a nice play and a well-hit ball by Gronimus, finding the open spot on the floor through the defense of the Falcons, and it's Cashton serving. That's a line drive right into the net coming off from Lukaszewski. Well, here comes Skylar Hansen. She had an ace last time she served here, Ashton.
Mm-hmm.
See if she can do it again.
The answer is no.
Not this time, is it? But she will pick up the point, though, as the ball gets misplayed here, mishit, out of bounds. Falcons with only 7 players tonight on the JV side. So they're kind of careful on how they rotate people in. There's a play at the net. That one not tipped over by Cashton, and so Hansen will continue to serve here. And what do we have going on for the Falcons right now, score-wise?
5-1. 6-1.
5-1. Yep. Maybe trying to make it 6. There's a hard hit, and they will make it 6.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. I have to remember that. Here's the serve. That one's
is no.
that one is a curveball flying out of bounds, and it's going to be Cashton and Abby Cast with the serve, and she put it into the net. Well, right now the Eagles having trouble getting the ball over the net here, but they've been a pretty decent serving team. They might just run into a little bit of bad luck. There's an illegal hit. Well, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen somebody have their shoe tied up there. I guess I'm on my own for a moment here while Ashton gets his shoe untied. Oh, you're free again now. Whoop. There's a play here in the middle of the floor for the Eagles, and Courtney Peterson trying to dive for it, just couldn't get to it. Coming back into the ball game now is Sanders. She comes in for Cast. Here's the serve to the back row. They'll pass the ball forward. It's going to be Olsen with the hit in the back row for the Falcons. Nice job by Kaiser. Here comes Freed to answer. Playing off the net. And the free hit, a back hit here by Lukaszewski, and it's not going to work. Here's Kaiser with the serve. That'll get to the back row on a nice pass. Olsen hits it deep herself, but we're going to get somebody into the net for the Falcons. And
No, it was in.
It was in here, but the Falcons were in the net.
Both then.
So they will give the point back up in the ball back over here to Gronimus.
Does that mean they get 2 points?
No, just 1, but they get the serve. So, and they trail by 7 here all of a sudden. Here is Hansen with the bump. Got to get it over the netting, and nice job there by Tenor. Here comes Peterson. Her hit top of the net and drops back on the Eagles side. Cashton just a little bit off kilter on their play right now. That ball is not going to get to the net. Off from Freed.
Can you, if the serve doesn't go over the net, can you hit it so it goes over the net?
Not once somebody serves it. The server has to get it over the net. Yep. Trying to save that one was Freed. She has to climb up into the stands here to retrieve the ball.
That has no fans.
that has no fans. That's right.
Besides us.
All the just us. Yep. The ones that count on this side, right?
Mm-hmm.
We count on this side. Here we are with Tenor. Nice smash, the back row. Sanders is there. They'll reset the ball to Sanders, and a big hit from the back row, and that'll pick up the point. Off the arms of Schliefer. Well, McKenzie got in front of the ball, but just couldn't control it. Peterson with the serve once again. High
Wow.
hit the
Too
rafters too high. Yep.
Too high.
You know, if they had another play, they could still hit
Like, yeah.
the ball. Yep.
Imagine if it went to the hoop.
Yep. But they didn't have a third hit, so.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I tell you, I used to officiate volleyball, and that would happen every once in a while. And that's why the officials have to keep track of how many hits, they have on each side.
What if it got stuck up on that?
Well, if it got stuck, then they'd do a replay. That's what they would say, yep. That serve by Gronimus comes out of bounds, so the Falcons will pick up the serve.
As a drum roll. Both my mouth.
Drum roll on that one. And punching the ball over, but comes out of bounds here. The Falcons. See, their lead has been shortened up a little bit here.
But also creased.
Yep. Their point total has increased, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Until now. We jinxed them.
I did.
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
I said it first.
You said it first? Okay.
But I should have blamed it on you.
You could have. I would not have known. Here's Olsen with the serve. Back it comes to the Eagles. Peterson will set the ball up, and a nice hit. That one coming off the arm of Helgeson. And now trying to get it over the net was Freed. Well, she kind of got a little bit off balance there, and the right-hand hit just didn't have enough oomph to it, we'll say, to crawl over the netting. Here is the serve. Got to get it over. Nice job here by Small. Back it comes. Sanders. Oh, a big block by Hansen. But the Eagles are ready for it. Nice job on the redirection of that bump back over to the Eagles. And then trying to get it over. That was number 8 and Schendel. And Schendel not able to get the ball over. Well, what do we got for a score here?
14-10 Brookwood.
Kaufman with the serve now. Has it go into the net, so Cashton picks up the point. Closing the gap a little bit more. Dropping back on the serve here now is going to be Helgeson. Sydney with a little jump serve. We see that more and more with the young ladies. The more they practice. And there's a well-placed ball hit on that far side. Kaufman trying to get to it, and she hits it even further into the stands.
And Mrs. Tenor tried to help.
I saw that. Mrs. Tenor was there ready to bump the ball back into play.
But I think her son wasn't too happy. He was going to catch it.
Max was going to catch it?
Mm-hmm.
Here's that jump serve once again. I tell you what, that can be a real wicked serve. It's hard for people to control it. That time the Falcons did a nice job. Big hit from the back, front row there by Sanders. Now Kaufman, or check that Small with the smash. She put it under the net.
She hit on the bottom of her hand.
Yep. Now a quick substitution coming back in. Kaiser in the front row for the Falcons. Tenor with a sliding save on that one, and a hit. That's going to go out of bounds by Small. Well, she wanted to get herself set up, and Candace did, but unfortunately the ball kind of went off to the left-hand side.
Yep.
Here's the pass. Small will bump the ball back up into the air, and a good return here to the Eagles. Setting the ball up, here is a shot.
Ooh.
That's a good spot right there by Sanders. Emmy Sanders playing that one very well. And we're going to get another timeout here, this one by the Falcons, as all of a sudden Their lead has disappeared. And what do we have for a score?
15-14 Cashton.
And we'll take that break and come back with more here from Falcon territory. Well, back we come, and taking a look here at a 15-14 score where all of a sudden the Falcons' lead disappeared. They were up at one point 10-3, Ashton, but give the Eagles a lot of credit. They've really been playing hard to come back into this game and actually now have the lead by 2.
Yep.
What is it that you noticed that they did so well?
Cashton?
Cashton, yeah. What were they doing?
Doing the jump serve.
Oh, that jump serve was tough, yeah. Let's see if they keep doing that. That's Helgerson here. Hunt comes into the game for Olsen. Yeah, she did it again. Right on top of the net. Oh, did you see that ball bounce on the net?
It was like, what side do we want to go on?
Exactly. Grace Lease comes out of the ball game, and Abby Cass comes in. On the serve, it gets through Sophie Tinar and hits the back wall. On the serve, that one comes down to Small. She went down low to the ground to try and bump that one up, but unfortunately it stayed even lower to the ground, didn't it? Wound up bouncing away. Now Emma Lease comes into the game for Courtney Peterson. And the serve, the return here by Tinor goes out of bounds. Almost caught Mr. Eisensee, the referee, up there on the stand. Here's the serve. Whoop, that one hit right in the back of Emmy Sanders. Sanders turns around and says to Helgeson, what did I do to you? Here is Tinor now with the serve. Down low, nice dig by Hunt. Free hit, back over it comes here to the Falcons. Nice work in here. Hansen is able to save it. Back on the attack, a big hit, that's too much. Going out of bounds by Sanders. So Tinor continues to serve here. It comes back over to Freed. She hits a free shot back over to the Eagles. And they're going to pick up the point. Put it in the middle of the floor, and the Falcons just couldn't dig it out. Well-placed hit here. It might have been Sanders or Lease. High hit. There's the tip by Kaufman. Oh, great play. Oh, out of bounds.
It was almost in.
It was almost in, yep. Just missed. Well, the Eagles getting even closer now to game point. Not on this one, though, as the ball sails over.
No.
Here comes Skylar Hansen, I should say. On the serve to Lease. On the pass, set it up back to Lease. Her shot goes sailing out of bounds. Shendo with a nice set, but Emma Lease, too much firepower on that one. Here's Cast. Shendo popped the ball back over to the Falcon side. They'll come right back to Areola on the setup. That was Sanders. Hansen on the pass. Free hit back over to the Eagles. They'll move the ball forward. Here's a free shot. Trying to get it over. Couldn't reach it by Cast. Well, Ashton, looks like the Falcons, they're trying to make a game of this one. On the serve, that one comes down to Cass. She bumps it forward to Shendell. And the hit off the fingertips of Cast.
3-point game.
3-point game.
23-20.
All right. Hansen continuing to serve here. Nice job getting the ball over to Cast. Shendell setting the ball up, but an illegal hit. you could see the ball move, take a different direction, and when it does that, that's an easy call for the official. Falcons really doing a nice job battling here in game number 3. And now, Ashton.
It's a 1-point game.
A 1-point game. 22-23. Hansen with another nice serve. Shendo pops the ball in the air. Here comes Cast on the hit. And did anybody touch it? No.
23-23.
Oh boy, we could come down to get a win by 2. Let's see what happens here. The high serve coming down. Cast, Shendo tips the ball back over. And it's returned here to the Eagles. And Sanders going to make them pay for that one.
Brooklyn needs to score 1 point, and then Cashton needs to score 1 point.
So this is considered game point, isn't it? And oh, there it is. Well, we saw some pretty good ball games here. And Ashton, we're going to have you recap the scoring here for us in these 3 ball games.
First one was 25-13 Cashton. Second one was 25-15 Cashton. Third one was 25-23 Cashton.
That was a real exciting game in game number 3 because the Falcons held on to, they had at least a 10-3 lead. And then the Eagles, they jumped way out in front. But give the Falcons a lot of credit here, Ashton. They just kept battling. They had it tied up at 23 apiece, didn't they?
Yep.
That was a nice job by them as far as that. Unfortunately, they lose the game if you're a Falcon fan here at home. And the final is 3-0. Well, Ashton, how about that? Another night for you and I working together.
Yep, it was really fun.
Fun night once again, wasn't it? We look forward to that. We look forward to maybe doing some baseball. Yeah, we'll see if we can't swing doing that doubleheader sometime in. I think it's in May. I want to say, but I'm almost 100% sure that it was May. So I'll keep you posted on that, though. You don't have to worry. Okay. All right. So it's a promise that we're going to do it again.
Yep.
Like that idea. All right. Well, for Ashton Milsna, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks for watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Cashton Eagle and Brookwood Falcon volleyball here from the Scenic Bluffs Conference. Stay tuned for more here as we get ready for the varsity match. Ashton, any final words?
Nope.
How about good night, everyone? That'll work, right? All right. Good night, everyone.